It's starting. Alrighty. Hey, this is Pastor Eric Patton. I'm with my friend
James Rogers.
James Rogers, and what we're doing today, we're having a live webinar, a live training webinar, whereby we're going to be showing you different things concerning business, about how to get customers, we're going to be talking about business plans, grants, for-profit organizations, non-profit organizations or corporations. We're going to show you different things that you can improve your business, how to get things happening in your business. Come on, James, tell us a little bit about what we're going to be talking about tonight.
We're going to be talking about how to incorporate, the difference between S corporation and C corporation, and how that's different than a limited liability corporation and why should you do it. We're going to talk about the difference between a nonprofit organization and a for-profit business. We're going to talk about the truth about grants and how to get started in your business. We're going to talk about how to write a business plan, how to select your board of directors, and all kinds of stuff like that.
So we have a lot of information that we're going to be sharing in this hour. So maybe it just depends on how long we take to share everything. But we're going to just share these things with you. And at the end, we have a special offer that we're going to offer to businesses. It's going to blow you out of the water. So we're going to get started. We don't have any people online now. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. We have a little PowerPoint presentation that we're going to be sharing with you about businesses, about the nonprofit, for-profit ideas and things that's going to help us. We're going to go on over to our PowerPoint. Just bear with us. All right. All right. Again, this is Eric, and this is
James,
and we are sharing a small business webinar. And like I said earlier, we're in our PowerPoint session now. We're going to be talking and sharing some things with you that's going to help you with your business. That's going to help you save money, make money, and put some give us just a little bit more knowledge that's going to help you along with your business. And tonight we're going to be talking about, come on, James.
Business plans, nonprofit corporations, for-profit corporations, 501c3, grants, websites, marketing, and using video to attract customers.
I mean, these are things, would you agree, James, that we all need?
These are definitely tools that we all need.
Yeah, I mean, and to think about it, we're going to show you at the end the different prices that the real world charges for these types of things, business plans and corporations, nonprofit and for-profit, and 501c3. So we're going to be talking about that tonight, and we're going to take our time a little bit and show you how you can benefit from all of these things.
Okay, first we want to talk about starting a nonprofit corporation in 5 steps. First thing you want to do is select individuals to serve on your board of directors. Now, understand, as it says here, the board of directors is a governing body of a nonprofit organization. They are not your employees. They're the ones who discuss and vote highest priority issue. They set organizational policies and hiring and evaluating key staff. So understand, these are not your employees. These are the ones that govern the organization.
Let me ask you this here, James. Since they're not your employees, can you eventually have them as employees?
Yes, they can be on staff, and they also serve on the board of directors. But the board of directors, their position as a board of director is that they do it without pay.
Okay,
it's a volunteered position.
All right, amen. We got that. Oh, we got that. Here we go.
The next thing you want to do, then we're talking about nonprofit. You want to incorporate your organization. You file your articles of incorporation with the secretary of your state, including bylaws, which is a documented instrument of how the organization is operated. Usually only takes about a couple of weeks to receive your corporation certificate or charter. In some places they call it a corporation certificate. In some states they call it a charter. The next thing you want to do is obtain an employer identification number. This is called sometimes the EIN, the TIN, the tax ID number. To do this, you go to www.irs.gov and fill out an SS4 form and submit it, and you'll be able to print it out in just a few minutes. And there's no cost for this. IRS do not charge you for this. And the reason we don't do that is because it requires personal information that you only want to put between you and IRS, such as your social security number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you file for your exempt nonprofit status. Now, everybody who knows nonprofit has heard of a 501c3 status with the IRS. What that is, that's a federal recognized exemption, meaning that you're non-taxable. So you go to www.irs.gov and type form 1023 in the search box. You can also download a copy of the 1023 instructions. Only fill out the part that pertains to your organization, because on the application it has a section for churches, has a section for schools, the elderly, the low-income housing, daycares and stuff like that. If you're not engaged in any of those, don't fill out that part of the form. But if you are engaged in it, you fill out that part as well.
Now, James, as far as the 501c3, well, the nonprofit status, right?
Yes.
As far as grants, we don't have a slide on grants yet. We're gonna add that later on. But as far as this having a 501c3 for grants, explain just a little bit about this, about grants.
Okay, the 501c3 is crucial in a nonprofit organization because people can legally give you money and write it off on their taxes.
Mm-hmm.
You can obtain corporate gifts, individual gifts, government grants, foundation grants, and because you're a nonprofit organization that's federally recognized, you can receive this.
Mm-hmm.
Without this, IRS could consider you to be a for-profit organization and charge you taxes on everything you take in.
Okay.
So it's crucial, especially when we talk about grants. And we're going to talk about that in a little while.
All righty.
After you receive your 501c3, the next thing you want to do, and this is a nonprofit and for-profit, you want to obtain a DUNS and SAMS number. The DUNS number is the Data Universal Number System, and it is given by Dun & Bradstreet. And you can fill out an application, and you have the pertinent information of your organization, how many employees, with the name of it, the location, again, how many employees, and things like that of that nature. And then they'll send you the number. Okay. Then if you're a nonprofit, especially, you file for your SAMS number, which is the System Award Management number. What that does, that's very crucial in your government grants. That helps to govern your organization in applying for grants and even government contracts if you're a for-profit organization. So it's real crucial, and it's not really that hard to do, and there's no charge for you doing that. They don't charge you to apply. So these are free things that you do need.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now if you're a for-profit corporation, and let me just go over that a little bit. There's a difference in the S corporation and C corporation. S corporation is an election corporation that has to go through the IRS with a 2553 form when you send off your incorporation papers to your state. With the C corporation, you can get double tax because they tax the corporation and they tax the shareholders. In an S corporation, all the proceeds go to the shareholders, so it's only one tax, and that's good if you know all your shareholders. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay. Also, some people do a LLC, which is a limited liability corporation. They're okay and they do some protection, but my preference is a corporation because a corporation is looked at as a separate person. Mm-hmm. It's just like you and me, Eric. Mm-hmm. Okay, if we form a corporation between us, okay, we are either the shareholders or the board of directors to the corporation, and it's like another person.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in that, if you're a for-profit corporation, you're gonna need a business plan because you're gonna need some money. Mm-hmm. Unless you come in with deep pockets, you're gonna need some money. Mm-hmm. So a business plan is used to put in front of investors and or lenders. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna tell you in 5 steps how to create a business plan.
Okay, step number one.
Step number one, do the research.
Mm-hmm.
The keys to success, what you're going to need for this business to be successful. The market analysis, where are you going to market? What are you going to market? The market segment, how are you going to market? And the market pre-plan, how you going to plan to market. Now, you have to understand, you have to know what the market is in order to market, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, which Eric's going to talk to you a little bit more about that. And then you have to know your personnel plan. How many people is it going to take to bring this into fruition?
Mm-hmm.
So these are the first 5 things you need. You need to do the research, find the keys to success. What's it going to take to be successful? The market analysis. Who am I going to sell it to? The market segment. Okay, how many of these people am I going to find? And the market pre-plan, and how I'm going to pre-plan to reach them. And then your personnel plan, how many is it going to take to do this?
Now, Brother James, now, doing the research part, do they actually need money for the research right now?
Not really.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can go online and find some things out. You can go to your local library.
Mhm.
Some libraries have a small business section. Some libraries even have a nonprofit section. You can go and do your research, see what the demand is for what you're selling, or whether it's services or products, and who needs it or who wants it.
Okay.
One myth that people have, Eric, is the sales, you find a need and fill it.
Mm-hmm.
People don't always buy what they need; they buy what they want.
That's right.
So find a want and fill it.
That's right. Find a wanting for filling in.
That's right.
That's the key. That's the key.
Okay. Number 2, strategy. Strategize. After you do your research, then you figure out a strategy and how to implement it. Then you find out you got to look at your competition too. Find out what competition you have and what competitive edge you could use to kind of woo your customers your way. Whether add an additional service or do something better,
Mm-hmm.
or have a good price line on your competitive edge,
Mm-hmm.
because your overhead may not be as high as the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Then look at your market strategy. After you identified your market, strategize, how am I going to reach this market?
Mm-hmm.
And then your sales strategy. Now, sales and marketing is 2 different things. Understand that. You got to find the market, and then once you find the market, you want to sell to the market. So you have a market strategy and you have a sales strategy. And then you have to look at the important assumptions. Assumptions is the type of economy you're dealing with, whether it's going to grow or is it going to be able to accommodate your business or your product or your service. However you do it, it's really important to understand the assumptions. Look at your statistic information. Find out how many people are employed in the place that you're trying to market. What they're buying, what's a hot item, and then find out where you to sell this. Especially if you haven't got a location yet, find out what location is best for your business. So those are assumptions you have to make.
All right.
Make sure that the country is not going to go into recession on things that you're selling. If you're selling vacation timeshares, and you know there's a recession, it's going to be a glitch in your product. So understand what's selling. Next thing, measure. Okay, measure how much you need or what you need. And your company startup, how much capital you're going to need to start your company and not lose your shirt in the first 2 weeks. Look at the operation criteria. In the type of business that you're in, what is your operation criteria? What makes it a business? What makes your business successful in this area? Then your sales forecast. Look and see, once you identified your market and you capture a percentage of the market, and you see how much of a percentage you're targeting and what the sales forecast is going to be if you address these people or these units. Then your financial plan. Have a good financial plan. One major thing that makes businesses fail is they don't borrow or they don't have enough investors to have enough cash injection to bring their company, their corporation to fruition. Understand your risk factors. Every business is a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Understand your risk factors, what they are. Identify them, acknowledge them, and make sure you understand the risk you're taking. If you're doing a new product, you might want to do a test market on the product before you buy it in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a service that you offer, make sure the area you're in need the service that you're offering.
Mm-hmm.
So, and make sure you understand if I take this location here, the risk factors are the people going to buy what I'm selling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, do you think, James, that a lot of people will not go into business because of the risk factors?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to take risks. You take a risk when you get up and go to work.
That's right. That's right. So
especially people that drive the way they drive where we live, it's a big risk when you go to work.
So don't let the risk factor stop you from starting a business.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you want a blueprint. Now you've researched, you've strategized, you've measured. Now it's time for the blueprint. You look at your objectives. What do you want to do exactly?
Mm-hmm.
And with the objectives, you want to have milestones. When do you want to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have a mission. The mission helps you to stay focused on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing you don't want to do, and people come to me all the time and ask me, well, especially when you're dealing with grants, what are they giving grants for?
Mm-hmm.
My question is, okay, what are you doing? Whatever they're giving grants for, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Find out specifically what you're doing.
Yes.
And you go from there. Try to do one thing at a time. Don't try to put everything into a big mulligan stew, because a person that tries to do everything gets nothing done.
That's right.
Okay. Consider your location and your operation. Consider if you're opening a store, make sure it's in a place where people can get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's a simple operation. Make sure that of course, you can have security on your products, on your service. You have good foundation for what you're doing. Okay. Then consider management summary. How is your business going to be managed? And along with management summary, you got to put in what type of business you have, how it's set up, the corporate structure of your corporation, and how it's managed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing you do is executive summary. A lot of people think that's the first thing, because that's the first thing you see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the executive summary is everything that you've done put into one summary.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Such as if this is a loan proposal, you put it on in your summary how much money you need or how many investors you're trying to attract. Yeah. The type of segment you're going to have. You're having everything that's summarized in the beginning, so they can take a snapshot view of what your business plan is about.
Mm-hmm.
That tells them whether they want to read the next page or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important. There's a lot of helps that you can get in the library, and a lot of helps you can get in the bookstore.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you how to do that.
Free resources.
Free resources.
James, explain the difference again between objectives and missions. A lot of times people think that the objectives and missions are the same thing.
Not at all.
They look at it, oh, that's the same thing. No, it's not. Explain a little bit more about the objectives. And objectives is more like goals and milestones. Well, explain.
Okay, objectives is it tells you how you're gonna get to your mission.
Perfect. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, it's important to have objectives. Okay, objectives, not objections, but objectives to reach your mission. The mission is what your overall goal is.
Okay, yeah.
Now, objectives tell you how you get there.
Perfect. Got it.
Okay. Next thing you want to do, you want to proof it. You're going to read the entire plan, check for spelling and grammar, make any corrections. It's very important you use proper grammar and proper spelling. You can go on the internet and look up a thesaurus. You can look up. Most computers have spell check and grammar check. Make sure you don't have any fragmented sentences. Make sure your punctuation is accurate. Make sure you spell words correctly. Make sure you don't do double and triple negatives. Eric, one time my son was in high school. His English teacher told me he was mad at her, and she said, "I ain't even not done anything."
I ain't even not done anything.
Yeah, this is an English teacher now. I'm like, oh wow. So make sure that you use proper grammar.
Amen to that.
And if you follow these things, you'll be able to do this thing. And I wish you much success with doing it.
All right.
But there's more.
There's more. Oh, let's look at the websites and that get results. Let me say this here about James. I've been knowing James for over 20 years, and he is the go-to person if you want to get know about grants, business plans, nonprofit organizations, for-profit organizations, things like 501c3s. He's the go-to person. So we're gonna, like I said, at the end of this webinar, we're gonna give you an offer that you can't refuse. But one of the things that we're going to talk about real briefly is concerning websites that get results. Let's look at this a little bit more. Now, to find out about websites that get results, we got to find out, number one, what a website is not designed for. It is not designed to just look pretty.
It's not?
No. I've seen pretty websites that didn't make any money. I've seen ugly websites that brought in anywhere from 3,000 to 20,000 plus per month. Wow. With an ugly website. You see, so a website is not designed just to look pretty. The second thing is that a website is not designed to use a lot of flash intros. Now, the reason being is that when someone comes to your website, you only have 3 to 5 seconds to capture their attention. Now, you ever went to a website and you click, and then all of a sudden a flash comes up and like a little dial, like it's something loading a page up.
Yeah.
And you know, I'll go to the next page or the next website because it's going to take 3, 5 plus seconds or 10 seconds just for that page to load up. You see, you only have 3 to 5 seconds to capture people's attention. So if they're sitting there waiting for your home page to load, then you're going to lose some clients. So forget about the flash intros. Forget about the music on your website. Forget about all this flashy stuff. Why? Because you're going to lose clients. So it's not designed, number one, to look pretty. It's not designed for flash intros.
So if you made me a website, I shouldn't have the thunder and lightning and overture with the cannons firing.
Don't do it. You're going to lose clients. You see, here's what people don't realize. Your website should be for only one purpose, and that is to get you clients. That's simply it is, get you clients. That's the whole purpose of the website, is to get clients.
Okay.
Now, let me go to the next slide. You see, if your website is not getting you clients, guess what? Create one that does.
Okay.
Why create a website and you're not bringing clients into your business? I went a few years back. I was at a business meeting with a dental office manager, and they spent $2,500 for a website and spending $200 per month for the maintenance of the website. And then I asked the office manager, well, how many clients, one question only, how many clients or how many people have come into your business because of your website? Guess what she said?
What did she say?
0.
$2,500 for the website.
$2,500.
$200 a month.
$200 a month.
And it didn't attract anybody?
Didn't attract anybody. And they hired a big company to create website. To create the website, a company that does doctors' websites or dental websites. And why do a website you're not making any or bringing any clients in? She made they paid the money, $2,500, $200 a month.
Mm-hmm.
No clients.
Wow.
No clients at all. Again, if your website is not getting you clients, why do you have a website? Well, people say, well, I just want to get a brand. No. Get the clients and you get a brand. You see, get the clients coming to you, then you build your brand. Don't get it backwards. You want to build a brand. No. Get the clients coming. As your clients coming in, your brand will build itself. You see? So your website should be a lead generating website.
So if it's not a lead generating website,
take it down.
Would it be fair to say you're working in reverse?
That's right. You're working in reverse.
Okay.
Because you're like I said, the only reason your website is there is to get clients. Is to get you customers.
That's like opening a grocery store and buying groceries you put in the store.
That's right. That's
without
right.
selling it.
Without selling it. That's right. That's right. It's just like sometimes, and there's another service that we offer that's called SEO, search engine optimization.
Yeah.
Imagine you have a grocery store in the middle of a desert. Nobody's around. Guess how many people's going to come? Imagine like this. You have a grocery store in the middle of the Sahara Desert. where nobody comes by but every now and then.
Yes.
Your grocery store will fail. But if you take that same grocery store and place it in a community of apartments and houses that's have over 100,000 people, where people are coming up and down that street, guess what? Now you put your grocery store where the people are.
Yeah.
In other words, your website is the same way. We call it search engine optimization. So your website should be placed. This is another segment. Your website should be placed in an area where people are finding you, where people are. Put yourself in the traffic of what people are looking for. That's what's called search engine optimization. That's a whole different segment, but we'll go over that on another webinar. But your website should be a lead generating website. Number one, you should have a call to action on the front page. Especially, it should be on the upper half, a call to action. When somebody comes to your website, you should always be telling them what to do. People don't know what to do when they come to your website.
I know plenty of websites I've been on, I didn't know what to do.
and you're right about that. You go to a website, what are they talking about? So when somebody comes to your website, always have a call to action. I'm going to show you a few examples in a minute. Now, when somebody comes to your website, always offer them something free. It can be a free consultation, a free quote, a free estimate, a free report, free ebook. Always give them something in return for them giving you their address or phone number or whatever else. Yes. Okay, always give something free. You say a free consultation, you're not losing anything but maybe some time. A free quote, free estimate, maybe some time, maybe a little gas. A free report, a free ebook, you're not really losing anything but sending them an email, or even sending them a report through an email. So always offer them something free on your website.
Yes. And
the third thing, have your phone number visible. I went to some website, I'm looking all over, where is the phone number? I'm looking all over for the phone number for a particular product or how to contact these people, and it's hidden way at the bottom of the footnote, contact us. Don't forget that. Have a phone number that's visible so that people will not have to search for you. They're going to go to the next client or the next business if you don't have it.
And can I point this out, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have your website up there, don't make it a real long one.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. The URL. I mean, I've seen things you have to type in.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it seemed like you type in for days just to get to the website.
That's right.
And then when you get to the website, it still don't have a phone number or any other contact information.
That's right.
That's like running out of gas and you walk uphill to the gas station and you get there, it's closed.
That's right. Make your URL, your website domain name, as short as possible.
Yeah.
Don't make it the Greater National Grocery Store of Memphis, Tennessee in Mid-South, .com. Don't put all that stuff. Make it as simple as possible. Yeah. MemphisGroceryStore.com. Make it as simple as possible so people can type something simple into the website, website browser.
And what you're saying is true, because it was a church that I had incorporated one time in Maryland. It was called Emmanuel Rising Sun Deliverance Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ, the Apostolic Faith Evangelist King Incorporated.
That's a long name.
Yes.
Imagine putting that as a .com.
I had to tell them see the back in order to put the full name on.
And you miss one letter up and try to put it in the URL. Got to start back over again.
Yeah.
What did I miss? What name did I miss?
Yes.
So make your domain names as short as possible. All right. I'm going to give you a few sample lead generating websites. Now you've all heard of Square or Square Up. Now notice on their front page, you see the call to action. You see that call to action right over here. I don't know if you can see it right here. Right here says start accepting credit cards today. So they're letting you know that you can start accepting credit cards. Then it says sign up and we'll mail you a free, see that's that word, Square Card Reader. Always offer something free. Now the call to action here, now the form here collects your information, your email, you create a password and confirm it, and you click there and you get a free card reader. So now look at Square Up, real simple. Simple. Start accepting credit cards. Sign up now and you get it free. So it's a real simple website. Now look, here's another one, another lead generating website. Now look at here's some handyman, or maybe some type of handyman or plumber. But notice this here, over to the right here, you see that he has a contact form where you get to collect the name, address, phone, email, and a box that puts some information in. That's what you call a contact form. This is a lead generating website page. You'll see they also have a discount, $50 off today's visit. You see that also up above the contact form, they have a save 10% when you book online. So they're offering discounts. And look over here, they have another way to contact them by, look at this here. Or we can call you, right here it says we can call you. Just enter your phone number below and we'll call you back, no cost to you. So he's giving you all types of ideas or ways to get in touch with him, or you get in touch with him. Then he has a phone number real visible right in the middle of the page. Y'all see that? That's why I said always have your phone number visible. So this is, a perfect example of a lead generating website.
Yes.
So this is what your website should look like, your front page. Always have something similar to this.
And I noticed that in each one that we saw so far, he told you what to do.
They told you what to do. So when somebody comes to your website, these 3 examples are telling you what to do.
Yes.
It's put your name and email, just get a free call reader. Hey, call today, you get 50% off or 10% off more off when you book online. Yeah. Put your name and phone number, email address, blah, blah, blah. They're telling the person what to do. So when somebody comes to your website, always, without a shadow of a doubt, always tell them what to do.
Yes.
You want to get them into your phone. You see that?
That's right.
Now look at this simple plumber. He just have a simple form over to the right here. A call to action form, name, email, phone, city, get a quote. Look at free quote. Request a free quote right now for residential and commercial. Now, let me say this. When you collect somebody's name, email, and phone number, guess what's happening? Now they're in your database. Yes. Now that's a free lead that you got from the website. Now you can do a follow-up call, and you can do some more follow-up calls and keep calling them until they say yes to your service, or since they're on your follow-up list, you can send them emails, phone calls. There's another way to market. Well, it's called voice broadcast marketing. You can send voice broadcasting over the phone. It's all different ways to contact the leads that's contacting you. Yeah. So these are 3 examples of lead generating websites. Another session that we're going to talk about real quickly is talking about how to reach customers fast with SMS or text mobile marketing. Now, what is SMS? What is text mobile marketing? The answer is it is receiving or sending a text message by phone. Now, here's a restaurant. You see the picture. Here's a restaurant. They have a big sign out there that says text burger to 83733 to get a coupon. Now, over to the right of that little picture, this is your phone. So when you text burger to that 83733, they're going to respond back to you. Now, notice what they respond back to you. Thanks for joining our SMS campaign. Show this message to the cashier to get 50% off any regular burger. Yeah. Now, if you're not using this technology, now SMS is old, but guess what? You're going to find out on the next slide that text mobile marketing, or SMS, is the way to go, because it's pennies on the dollar compared to mailing out 45 cents per mail, or postcards maybe 5-10 cents per postcard or whatever. But you're going to find out that text mobile marketing, it is the bomb, so to speak. You can use this here to reach people instantly. If you have a restaurant that's slow on a certain day, maybe a Tuesday, you can use text mobile marketing to get that restaurant filled with paying customers. Okay. Now, why should you be using SMS or text mobile marketing? Look at this here. Number 1, 96% of smartphone users text.
Especially if they're young.
If they're young, that's right. Y'all see that? Imagine 96 people out of 100 people that have a smartphone, iPhone, Android, any kind of phone, they text.
Yes.
That's the number 1 reason you should be using text mobile marketing, SMS. The second thing, look at this here. 90% of all text messages are read in under 3 minutes. Some are read within 30 to 60 seconds.
That's right.
Imagine 90 people out of 100 read the text message in under 3 minutes. Now, text messages have a 98% open rate, while email has only 20% open rate. Imagine this here. You have an email, which is better. Now, email marketing is good, but text message mobile marketing is even better. Yeah. Would you rather have 98% of people open your text message, or 20 people out of 100? You rather have 98 people open your message. Am I right?
Yes.
So this is one of the main reasons you should be using text mobile marketing, or SMS, in your marketing campaigns. 80% of people are currently using texting for business. 80% people. Now, 75% of people would like to have offers sent to them via SMS. Imagine you have a restaurant, you have a business, and you have people signing up to join your VIP, we call it your VIP club. And then imagine, like I said, the restaurant. You have a restaurant, it's slow on Tuesday. I mean, nobody's coming in. And what you're doing, and when people come to your restaurant on the busy days, have like little placemats and say, hey, listen, join our VIP club, you know, our burger VIP club or whatever restaurant name, VIP club. Text this word to this number, and today, and you receive 5% off your meal today. And when they text that to that particular day, they get 5% off right then. And then guess what? When that person texts that initial text, what is happening is they are put on a database. Now, check this out. Now, imagine you have 100 people, 200 people on your database, and Tuesdays are slow, and you want to build your Tuesdays up. Maybe that Monday morning, send out a text to everybody on your list, the 100, 200 people, and say, listen, hey, come in Tuesday before 7 and receive a buy one, get one free meal. Yes. Guess what? People will break the door down to get to your place of business. Sure will. Or show this text to to the cashier and receive a free dessert when you come in before Tuesday, before 7 or whatever, before 8. You see, people will beat a path to your door when you use this SMS text mobile marketing. Now, by looking at these statistics, you should be using SMS in your marketing to your clients. If you're not using it, you are losing money. Yes. Now let's look at reaching customers with video marketing. Are you ready? Now, why should you be using video marketing? Look at number 1. 70% of marketing professionals report that video converts better than any other medium. So video is important. Look at social media. Look at Facebook. I mean, Facebook. Look at YouTube. Billions of dollars are being made on YouTube, and people are using videos all the time. 70% of marketing professionals, they know that video converts better than anything else. That's right. Now, the average internet user spends 88% more time on a website with video. So if your website does not have video on it, guess what? You are losing money. Get some type of video on your website. I don't care if you have to get your iPhone, your Android, make some type of video to put on your website to tell clients about what you're doing, to tell them about your offers, and get something with video on your website, because 88% of people that spend more time on your website. That's right. Now, 64% of consumers are more likely to buy a product after watching a video about it. Let's say you're selling something about a product that you created. And if you do a tutorial, hey, this is how this thing works, man, people will buy that thing. They'll buy that product. Why? Because you're showing them how to use the product. Look at the infomercials. Infomercial. That's right. Infomercials. They know it works. Advertising works. They're showing you how to use this widget. They're showing you how to use this blender. They're showing you how to use this skillet. You know, they're putting all types of food in this thing to make it, to let you know that, hey, this is how it works. And when you begin to look at that, oh man, I'm gonna get that thing. That's right. That's right. So video converts. Video sales. You see, using video on landing pages, which is your front page, can increase conversions by 80%. Yeah. 80 people out of 100. Wow. Well, I mean, it's better. It will convert 80 people out of 100 to come to your page. And 92% of mobile video viewers share videos with others. Imagine people seeing your video and then sharing it with other people. Wow. You see, if you're not using video marketing, you are losing money. So get busy. Get your iPhone out. Put something on your website. Now, here we're about getting ready to close out, but we're going to show you some real world prices of how much some of these things that we've been talking about cost. Yeah. Let's look at for a for-profit corporation. For a business plan, it can cost anywhere from $500 to $50,000. Am I right, James? It can cost even more than that. More, depending on the type of business. You see that? Now, James been doing this for over 20 years. He's seen it all. Anywhere from $500 to $50,000. Yes. Corporations and bylaws. What is that? That's usually $500-600. This is for the corporation and bylaws. That's plus the fees. Plus the state fees. Plus the state fees. Now, of course, your EIN number is free from the IRS. Now, website. Now, I've built websites anywhere from $500 to $2,500. Yes. You see that? Now, if you total all these up, you'll spend anywhere from $1,500 to $53,001 just for a for-profit corporation. Yeah. Now, these are real world prices. We're not making these up. You can, I mean, those that's listening to this webinar, you know, off the top. Google it. Yeah, Google these numbers. You'll see that we're not making these numbers up. These are real world prices. Now look at the real world prices for a nonprofit corporation. Now corporation bylaws and 501c3 ranges from where?
1,500, 3,000. I've even seen them even more than that.
That's right.
And somebody came to me and said they spent like $4,000 to do the corporation and bylaws and all this. And I was like, wow. And then they said they still had to pay the IRS fees.
Still had to pay it. The church was I was assistant pastor, minister music at. We spent $2,500 for a 501c3 and still don't have it. Wow. They still didn't get it back.
Wow.
So these are real world prices. Again, the EIN number is free. Now website again, $2,500 for a nonprofit website. And look at this here. For a nonprofit corporation, all these things that's totaled up from $1,500 to $55. But look at this here. We have a special. Now you've been listening to us just we wouldn't say rambling, but informing you about nonprofit organizations, for-profit organizations, business plans, 501c3s, web designs, video marketing, things like that. So what we're going to do today, for those that's listening to this webinar now, and those that's going to listen to the replay, we're going to do another webinar maybe next week to include some even more things. But $5,500, $1,500 to $5,500 for these things that we're talking about. Check this out. Here's our special price today for a nonprofit corporation and for-profit corporation. Look at this here. $995.
Isn't that something?
$995. Guess what? You'll get everything that we've said on the previous pages for $995, including your website, including all the things on that page that we just mentioned. Now listen, this is like giving away the bank. This is like you all robbing us.
Yes, it's not even highway robbery, it's driveway.
Not highway robbery, but driveway robbery. Now you can Google these prices. I'm telling you the truth. You can Google the prices anywhere. Now you for $995, you can barely get a website. Maybe you can barely get a business plan for $995.
It's hard to get a business plan for $995.
Hard. You can get a 501c3 for $995.
No, you can't.
Now, what we're offering today, this is our special offer, our special price today. Now, these are for business people or the people that want to go into business that's been saying, man, I need a business plan. I need a website. You know, you do need a website. You do need a business plan. You do need to be incorporated. And all of this is $995. Now, this price does not include the business fees for the state.
For IRS into the state.
IRS and the state. Now, give them a basic fee for the IRS and the state.
The state, in most cases, depending on what state you're in, I've seen your nonprofit charter or your corporate certificate costing $50 to $100. $50 to $100. On occasion, I've seen $125 to $150.
Okay.
Okay. IRS fees depends on how you do it. To do the 501c3, you can either do the $400 one or the $850 one. The $400 one says that you don't expect to take in over $10,000 a year for the first 4 years. The $850 one says that you're probably going to take in more than $10,000 per year within the first 4 years. Now, if you're a new organization and you don't know, I would suggest you go with the $400 one. But if you're expecting more than $10,000 in the first 4 years for each year, I'd say go for the $850.
Okay.
And the reason we don't do that part is because you're handling your own funds going to IRS or going to the state, and I like to make sure that you know that's where it went.
That's right. That's right. So this price, like I said, is $995 for everything. This is a complete package of everything. I mean, you can't go anywhere. You can't find. I want you to, as a matter of fact, we want you to Google these things and see if you can get any one of these things for $995.
Yes.
Try to get a business plan just by itself for $995. And we're including everything for you. This is gonna be a done-for-you package. We're gonna finish the website. We're gonna do James, we're gonna finish the 501c3 if you need one, the corporation papers, and send everything to you. And all you have to do is put a stamp on it, put your a money order for your fees, and you're done. This is a stress-free, worry-free way to get your business on the map.
Yes, because once you look at it and you see all this involved, you might get frustrated and say, I will forget it. But we want to give you another way of doing it
Mhm.
because we want you to be successful. We really do. We love seeing people successful in businesses. We love nonprofit organizations that are doing things for their community.
Yes, and that's what we're doing. We're coming back to the screen now. Okay, we're coming back. We're coming back. All right. We're back once again. Again, thank you for coming and viewing this webinar. And again, if you want, we're in our home office right now. We're just sharing some things with you. That's why we all laid back. I had a tie on, but my wife said I had the wrong shirt on for a tie, so I just kept my cross on. So what we're doing today is just sharing some things with you so that you'll be able to get your business on the map, get your business out there, legally speaking, to get your business out there and prospering. Anything else, James?
That's it. And consider the time is now to do this.
That's right.
Because the more you procrastinate in doing it, the more you're gonna say, "Well, I'll do it tomorrow, 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 tomorrow."
That's right.
Tomorrow's not promised. And
That's
this is a way you can get started right now. We're gonna give you the necessary materials, the necessary tools that you can use to make your business or your organization successful.
Mm-hmm. So we're looking, I mean, remember these specials that we have, $995 for everything included in this package. So this is a done-for-you package with, I mean, website, 501c3 or corporation if you're nonprofit or for-profit. Everything is included that you would need to get your business off the ground and successful.
That's right.
All right?
And we'll see you in the Success magazines.
That's right. Success is yours. Thank you for viewing this webinar. We're going to have a replay on this channel, so if you missed it, you can listen to the replay. All right, God bless. Thank you again.
Thank you.